Hey there, Aquarius, and welcome back to Unicorn Tarot for your monthly reading. This is going to be a reading for the month of March, and we're going to take a look at your past, present, and near future energies. Also, Aquarius, if this reading resonates and you want to book a personal reading, all the information about how to do that is in the description box below. And of course, if you enjoy what I do and want to say thank you, donation link is also below. Any and every amount is greatly appreciated. Lastly, Aquarius, if you enjoy these readings, make sure to subscribe to my free email list. I send out extended readings every Monday for free just to my email list. You cannot get these anywhere else. Okay, main energy for your reading this month is the Chariot. Bottom of the deck, you get the Magician. Wow, there is a lot of divine momentum coming in for you this month, and it's something that you've been manifesting. So it's almost like you've been sending out your signals into the universe. This is what I want. This is what I want. This is what I'm manifesting. And the universe is coming in and being like, okay, let's make it happen then. Obviously, if you're dealing with someone or, you have your person, they could be any sign. But the main signs that I'm seeing here are Cancer, Capricorn, Pisces, and Leo. And then the numbers that I'm seeing are 7, 1, 18, 15, and 8. So I don't know if those numbers mean anything to you. Sorry, there's like a bit of a glare from my light here. Nothing I can do about it. These cards just have like a reflective surface on them, so I hope that's not too distracting. In the recent past, you get the Moon, the Nine of Wands, and the Devil. There is a lot of unhealthy behavioral patterns showing up here. Somebody has thought patterns which are not beneficial to them. This could be limiting beliefs. This could be fears. This could be insecurities. This could be, a whole plethora of things. The thing is, and I say someone because, I'm going to say you because this is your reading. This could also be your person's energy. So take it as it resonates. Whoever this person is, they don't see that they have these. They're not aware of the fact that they have these limiting beliefs, these fear, these insecurities, this distorted thought patterns. They can't see any of that. It's all deep, deep, deep in their subconscious. And then they're showing up here and they're like, why is there so much resistance in my life? Why does everything feel like an uphill battle? Why does it feel like I'm literally fighting and there's always wall after wall after wall? It's because of these internal unhealthy behavioral or unhealthy thought patterns. But again, this person can't see them. They're in their subconscious. They're almost like suppressed. In the current situation, you get the King of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Two of Cups. So someone is moving slowly here towards love in this relationship. The reason they're moving so slowly, though, is simply because they are so set in their ways. They have this MO of how things are supposed to be in a relationship, what they look like, how things move. And for them, it's like we move slowly. You can't progress past a certain state, a certain energy, a certain phase in a relationship too quickly. Again, this to me is unhealthy behavioral pattern, right? It's like you have this clock in your head of what happens when it happens. You're making things take longer than they need to when it comes to love. Again, we'll see. In the near future, you get the Strength, the Six of Pentacles, and the King of Wands. Some of you may be dealing with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. There is another energy showing up here for you, okay? Now, there is balance in terms of the energetic exchange between the two of you, right? So if you text this person, they text you back. When you hang out, it flows, but it's difficult. It's hard. And somebody here, the reason it's so difficult and it doesn't flow more easily is because of someone's ego. Someone is very much I need to keep up appearances here. And it's just making the flow, the exchange of energy in this connection way, way more difficult. This is very much an energy of I texted you and it took you 2 hours to text me back. So now I'm going to take 2 hours and 10 minutes to text you back, right? It's like those little ego games, which are kind of unnecessary when it comes to love. But for some reason, they show up pretty prominently between you and somebody else here. So let's clarify. We'll start off with the main energy for your reading, which is the Chariot. Chariot is clarified by the Nine of Wands, which you get in the recent past, the Six of Cups, and the Ten of Cups. I do see the universe really coming in and moving you past this resistance. So whatever resistance you may have experienced in the recent past, whatever walls, whatever, something that wasn't happening, wasn't moving, when it comes to a soul connection, the universe is removing those blocks. It's moving you past that energy and it's moving you straight into happiness. So whatever work needed to be done internally. It seems like it was done in the recent past for you. You did it. You overcame these blocks. You overcame these challenges. And now the universe is like, okay, let's get on to the good stuff. Let's get on to the happy part. Bottom of the deck, you get the Eight of Swords. Part of this unhealthy behavioral pattern that you may have is a tendency to overthink things, overanalyze things, assign unnecessary meaning to things. And again, Aquarius, I say you because this is your reading. This could also very much be your person's energy. So take it as it resonates. Let's clarify the moon in the recent past. Moon is clarified by the Judgment, the Devil, which you get again in the recent past, and the Ace of Wands. Your higher self has already made the decision, okay? Your higher self, despite all of your limiting beliefs, all of your overthinking, all of, whatever goes on internally for you, your higher self is like, yeah, let's start over. Let's have a new beginning. Now, again, you're not aware of this yet. It's still very much in the subconscious level. But your soul, your higher self, whatever you want to call it, has already made the decision. We're having a new beginning. We're starting over here. Now, it could be with somebody new. It could be with this person from the past. We'll see once we keep clarifying. But it's almost like your higher self has made the decision. You here in the 3D world have yet to catch up to that. Let's look at the Nine of Wands in the recent past. Nine of Wands is clarified by the Seven of Wands, the Hierophant, and the Strength. You get the Strength again here in the near future. When it comes to commitment, that's where the resistance is for you. You don't have a problem interacting with people, talking to people, dating them, hanging out with them. That's all fine for you. Once we get into higher levels of commitment, whether that's monogamy, whether that's, marriage, whether that's whatever higher levels of commitment are for each of you, that's where the difficulty starts for you. That's where you have a lot of resistance. That's where you have a lot of walls, a lot of defense mechanisms. So it's literally like when somebody's just dating you, hanging out with you, talking, you're awesome, you're chill, everything flows. Once the energy of higher levels of commitment, whether you start desiring it or the other person starts kind of like telling you, hey, I want to see where this is going, you become Fort Knox. It's like all your walls shoot up, all your defenses go up, and it's just like, brick wall. And I can see that that's not comfortable for you because you're showing me it's difficult. It's difficult for me too. Like, I wish I wasn't like this. I wish this wasn't the energy. But yeah, don't worry. It seems like you're moving past it though in the near future, but we'll get to that. Let's take, and let's clarify the Devil in the recent past. The Seven of Cups flew out, 10 of Wands, and the 3 of Cups. It overwhelms you, right? Because like I said, you do want higher levels of commitment and you do genuinely enjoy spending time with whoever this is. But the more time you spend with them, the more emotionally attached you get. That becomes confusing for you. That becomes overwhelming. That becomes difficult, right? Because on the one hand, you're like, oh my gosh, I want to spend time with you. The more time you spend with someone, the more that emotional connection develops. But on the same time, the more the emotional connection develops, the more confusing and overwhelmed and difficult it becomes for you. That's this unhealthy behavioral pattern or thought pattern that's showing up here in the recent past for you. Let's take a look at the current situation. I want to see the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is clarified by the Nine of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords. On the surface, you're cool, calm, collected. Like, nobody knows what's going on beneath the surface for you, Aquarius, okay? But there is a lot of stress showing up here for you when it comes to all of this, because 3 of Swords at the bottom of the deck, you fear getting your heart broken. You really, really fear getting your heart broken. And so you're showing me when it comes to this connection, romantic connection, love, whatever it is, I'm moving slowly. I'm giving this person like little bits of my energy. Now, obviously, you've got a lot more to give. You have a lot more emotion to give, but you're just making sure, literally, like this is the epitome of we are taking things slow. And when I say slow, I mean slow. And you're doing this on purpose because you're showing me this is my way of like curbing my anxiety. This is my way of essentially like protecting myself from getting hurt. Me moving at this pace feels safe to me. And honestly, I don't see any pushback from your person, so it seems to be working for you. Let's take a look at the Knight of Pentacles in the current situation. Knight of Pentacles is clarified by the 4 of Swords, the Queen of Cups, the 2 of Swords. Yeah, your person's working with you. Like, I don't know if they're aware of this emotional pain that you're carrying. I don't know if they can just sense it. But you're showing me, like, the fact that we're moving slow not only feels good to me, it feels healing to me. It feels like, somebody can work with me at my pace and I don't feel rushed and I don't feel overwhelmed. Whoever this person is, whoever this connection is, the emotion also flows both ways. So it's like what you feel for them, they feel for you and vice versa, right? And you're showing me it's very healing for me, the fact that they're not rushing me and they're not pushing me and I don't feel pressure to move at a certain pace. There is still this fear of the unknown, right? Like you're not sure. There's no guarantee that you're not going to get your heart broken. There's no guarantee that this is going to work out long term, but it feels good. It feels good. This person makes you feel good. And most of all, it's healing for you. It's helping you heal all these difficult patterns from your past. Let's look at the Two of Cups in the current situation. Two of Cups is clarified by the Ace of Swords, Eight of Swords, Four of Cups. Yeah, you're showing me, okay, in the current situation, I'm realizing that this is love, that this is a romantic relationship. I don't care if you put a title on it or not, that doesn't matter. This is love. I love this person. They love me back. You become crystal clear on that. It's like you understand it, you realize it. Now, with that realization comes a lot of overthinking because you start psyching yourself out. You have thought patterns that are in place when it comes to love. Remember, higher levels of commitment are difficult for you. And so, oh my gosh, this is love. Love is going to turn into higher levels of commitment. I suck at higher levels of commitment. I don't want to get hurt again. And then you start going down that rabbit hole, that spiral of thinking. And all it does, because obviously you're thinking about all the negatives, all the ways that this could go wrong, you become unhappy. And you're showing me like logically, this is you, by the way, Aquarius. Logically, I know this is not likely to happen, but the fear is louder than logic. I do see this all happening internally for you. I don't feel like your person's even aware that these things are going on. And if they are, they're not letting on that they know, right? They're kind of letting you like deal with this on yourself and giving you the space that you need. Let's take a look at the strength in the near future for you. Strength is clarified by the Four of Pentacles, King of Swords, Nine of Cups. Bottom of the deck, you get the Three of Pentacles. Yeah. Despite these difficulties, you're showing me it closes me off a little bit. Like I shut off emotionally a little bit, and that feels good to me. It feels safe. Now, when I say a little bit, I don't mean you're completely detaching from this person. I don't feel like you're completely like disconnecting from them because you're still working on this connection. You're still hanging out with them. You're still dating them. You're still building with them. But internally for you, you kind of shut off a little bit emotionally and you're like, okay, this feels safe. Like I feel emotionally balanced now because I'm a little bit shut off. I'm in like my little protective cocoon. This feels good. Let's look at the Six of Pentacles in the near future. Six of Pentacles is clarified by the Knight of Wands, the Five of Cups, and the King of Pentacles. You got the King of Pentacles in the current situation. You're still working with this person, right? The energy still flows, but because of the past, now whether it's the past with this person or the past with somebody else, because of the past, you may notice a little bit of inconsistency in your energy. Sometimes you're all in, you're like, oh my gosh, I just want to spend time with you. Let's hang out. Let's plan the future, all that. Other times you're just kind of like, no, I'm busy. I have to focus on work. You kind of pull back a little bit. You may notice this little bit of like tug of war happening internally for you, where it's like sometimes I'm in, sometimes I'm out. Sometimes I want this, sometimes I don't. This is, again, just because of the past. Something in the past, whether it's with this person or somebody else, it ended. And that's where these defense mechanisms, these walls, this difficulty with higher levels of commitment came in for you. Let's look at the King of Wands in the near future. King of Wands is clarified by the Two of Wands, the Lovers, and the Three of Pentacles. Despite all of this, okay, your person still makes you feel on top of the world. You're showing me like, I know where this is going, and I can see this going towards the Lovers. Not just the Two of Cups where I love you, you love me here in the 3D world, the Lovers, where it's literally like our souls are in a connection. And you're building towards that. You're moving in that direction. And you're building a very solid foundation between you and this person to allow this love to develop. And you're showing me, I know it's only a matter of time until we get here. And so I do really like this. Despite your fears, you're still moving forward. And I do feel, again, like the universe is coming in with a lot of divine guidance and momentum and really like pushing you in the direction of like, don't be scared, Aquarius. You got this. Remember, Six of Cups and the 10 of Cups. Soul connection filled with happiness. Let's take a look at what the universe wants you to keep in mind this month, Aquarius. From the universe, you get the High Priestess, the Seven of Wands, and the Seven of Swords. Yeah. Deep down, you have all these walls, all this resistance, which is causing you to be, like I said, in, out, hot, cold, scared, not scared. The universe is coming in and helping you heal that on a deep soul level. Because whatever this is, these defenses, these walls, this resistance, it's not just here in the 3D world. This is something deeper, right? Because you get the devil. The devil is like unhealthy behavioral thought patterns on like a deep soul level. So this is either from childhood, from multiple past relationships. Like this is something that's really deeply imprinted in you, and the universe is coming in and really trying to help you heal that. So Aquarius, that is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. If it did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you here on the next one.